Hey guys, this is Brandy Walker. I'm an Emerald Ambassador as of this past March, so this is my third month going on being an Emerald, and I'm super excited. When Julia asked me to do this video about the personality wheel, the colors, the 4 different colors, I was a little hesitant because every time I take the test, I'm almost equal across the board. And I'm not really sure what that says about me, maybe like split personalities or something, I don't know. But I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the main two that I can identify with, which is yellow and blue. And honestly, when I really looked at this a little bit closer, it is very fitting for me. I've just got a couple notes here. I'm just going to read a little bit about what yellows, what they're normally like. And you can be some of each of the colors. You don't have to perfectly fit each color perfectly, because I think there's a little bit of all of them in each of us, and maybe some more than others. But I'm typically yellow. I think I'm pretty friendly. I'm loyal. Yellows tend to be team players, and I really like that about Plexus. That's one thing that I really I like to kind of bring everybody together as one. You're a supporter, very ethical, honesty and integrity is a big thing with me. I love my family, I love animals. I'm sure y'all have seen all my posts about my dog. I'm pretty much an animal lover. I love to be outdoors, anything environmentally friendly. And I'm also a peacemaker, and that one is really huge for me, and I think that's probably a typical yellow. I've been like that since I was a little kid, and even though a lot of things about me have changed over the years, that's one thing that has stayed the same. I will do pretty much anything to avoid a conflict. I try to get people to, I just feel like, why can't we just all get along? That's just kind of my, just how I've been for a long time, and it just has gotten even more so, I think, with Plexus. I think one thing with a yellow is, you want to help everybody. And I really, sometimes because I can be a little scatterbrained, I really sometimes don't even remember what rank people are or what level they are to me. Like, it doesn't matter. I want to help everybody that's just started. They could be my level 7, and I still feel like I treat them like my level 1, because if they ask me a question, I'm going to do my best to answer it, which is a good and bad thing, because sometimes you can work yourself to death when they do have uplines and they have people that can help them. So I would just say that's one tip that I've learned along the way that you really need to be conscious of. Not to say that I won't help anybody that asks me, because I will, but you do have to prioritize if it becomes a problem. Okay, so one thing that yellows don't like, again, I said, is conflict. I'll do anything I can to avoid conflict. I like to volunteer, for worthy causes. That's something that I was taught as a child, and I think it's just kind of stuck with me over the years. I don't really like people that are materialistic or greedy. I don't think that money, although the money is very, very nice as an Emerald Ambassador, that's not something that drove me, or that wasn't really my goal when I first started. It really bothers me when people are, just that's just all they focus on is the money part. So again, it's really nice, and I'm not going to turn it down, and I will keep striving to make more, as pretty much all of us are doing that are working this business. And again, I don't like phony people. I like people that I can just, kind of read them right off the bat and tell whether, they're fake or whether they're sincere. That's kind of really important to me too. And I think probably to most yellows out there. Okay, now this one kind of surprised me too. I guess I just really didn't see myself as blue, but I was only 1 point difference in yellow and blue, so I guess I really am almost a true blue as well. I love to have fun. If you're ever, travel with me to, any Plexus event, I'm all about where the people are. Let's go there, let's have fun. Within reason, I do like to be by myself sometimes too, but I do love to be around other people. I like to be around bright and happy people, bright and happy things. I love sunshine. I think living in Virginia, sometimes it's kind of a cloudy day. I kind of, it's not the most fun thing. I love being by the pool and the water and sun and just happy things. That's just kind of what I love. Blues also like to follow strong leadership. I think that's one thing that drew me to Plexus is because Julia, of course, my upline, she's one of the top in the entire company. And I mean, who wouldn't follow her? Thousands of people do. And that drew me to her, and that drew me to Plexus. And also her uplines are very strong leaders. And I just knew that if they could do this, then they could teach me to do it too. And so I think that's part of what drew me to Plexus, is having strong leadership, and not just being on any team. So I think a lot of blues are that way. They like to have fun, but they also want to follow somebody that they know is going to lead them in the right direction. Blues have a sense of humor. Most of them do. Very spontaneous. You could call me. I could be right in the middle of something very important, and you could say, "Hey, let's go shopping." I would drop it all. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing, but I just like to have fun, and so I will probably drop anything that I probably should be doing to go do something more fun. So I don't know if, like I said, I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but that's part of being blue. I love to travel. We've been doing that for a long time now. I love to try anything new, except for jumping out of an airplane. I don't think you'll ever see me doing that, but I will do a lot of crazy stuff. And I'm social, and I love to meet new people. I think part of me is still, an introvert. If you'd have known me 10, 15 years ago, you wouldn't believe that I'm even making this video, because I'm not the same person. But I think that introvert part of me is still there, which is, I don't think necessarily a trait of blues, but like I said, you don't have to be every single characteristic of each color. And this is probably not what y'all are expecting. I don't know, maybe you are. I was kind of shocked too that I'm 70% red. I didn't realize that. I knew that I had a little, some of each, but when I really started digging into it more, I found a few of these qualities that are me. And the first thing it said was reds have a confident attitude. If you're on my team, you know that I always say fake it till you make it. Sometimes you're not confident, and definitely not when you first start, but you can't let people see that. So I think maybe that's where the little bit of the red comes in, because I haven't always been confident, but I try not to let people see that. Maybe people can see right through it, I don't know. But you also have a strong desire to win, and I definitely always want to succeed. If I'm going to do something, I'm not going to do it halfway. I'm going to do it all the way, and that was my plan with Plexus from the very beginning. I said, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it all the way. And there's a few other qualities with reds. I don't think I fit that. Definitely not 100%. I think I'm yellow and blue. There's a couple of questions that I was asked. What attracted you to the business? As a yellow, I would say that is definitely, I've always been into health and wellness, and I'm a military spouse, and we moved around for 26 years now, and I've always wanted to be a nutritionist, but I just never really finished my degree, and it just didn't work out. But with Plexus, I can help people with their health, and I didn't even have to have a degree in any of that, and it's just been something that I can take with me wherever I go, and I got to help people from day one. And so I think that's definitely what attracted to me to the business side. The other thing that attracted me was right before I signed up, it was right before convention, and I saw all of Julia's pictures at convention, and I saw her pictures, I believe she was in Orlando on Leaders Retreat, and I just was like, that looks fun. I want to do that. So I think the whole fun and having friends that you go travel with and do things with, I think that attracted me to Plexus as well. Recruiting, what qualities do I look for? I will say for sure I look for people who are trustworthy and people who have influence. When you look at their Facebook page, you can tell that people really trust what they have to say. They hang on every word, that kind of thing. I don't recruit just those type of people, but that's the qualities that I look for in people. I look for people that aren't too serious. They don't get too hung up on little details. So that's just kind of what I look for in a person. I feel like yellows can be skeptical, and I'm definitely one of those people. I was skeptical in the beginning. I researched Plexus. I'm not a green, but I definitely researched Plexus because I felt like I had a lot of people that trusted me, and I wanted to make sure that whenever I signed up, you know, that I knew that this was a product that I could stand behind. So if you're trying to recruit a yellow, just be patient. Sometimes they just need to know a few more details. Maybe not that they're green, but it's because they want to know that this is, you know, this is a real product that they can stand behind. And it did take me a little time, probably about 4 months before I actually, you know, signed up. And the qualities that will benefit me. Again, somebody that's trustworthy and, you know, likes to have a good time but aren't too serious. I feel like those are good qualities for somebody that I would look for to be on my team. And as far as, okay, tips. First, if you're trying to recruit somebody that's a yellow or blue, I can be a non-planner. You know, somebody that's just, like I said, I'm spontaneous and I like to have fun, but I also like to help people. That doesn't necessarily mean that I do it in an orderly fashion sometimes, which can drive, you know, red and greens crazy. And I do understand that, and I work on it daily, trust me. But I would say that, you know, just let those people know that you don't have to have everything all together just to do Plexus. You know, I mean, trust me, you don't have to have it all together to do Plexus. But you can. I mean, I think it will benefit you more if you do, you know, if you're more organized and more, you know, just have all your ducks in a row. But I'm not one of those people. I get up and plan a little bit every day, but I don't plan real far in the future. That's probably not a good thing, but you know, my tips would be to be patient with people like me. If you're trying to recruit, if you're a red or a blue and you're trying to recruit a yellow or blue, because they may drive you crazy, but I feel like they will recruit people, and they'll be you know, a fun addition to your team. So anyway, I hope this helps, and I hope that you guys you know, it helps you learn a little bit more about the personalities and how, you know, each person is not just cut and dry, not just one color. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.